Dear children, welcome to part 6 of algebraic expressions and polynomials. Before we begin today's session, let's hear a story. There was a farmer in a village. The baker in the village was taking butter from the farmer every day. The farmer would provide 1 pound of butter to the baker every day. One day, the baker thought, let me just check whether he is giving me the right quantity or not. So he weighed the butter, and the butter quantity was less. The baker was very annoyed. He went to the village head and complained out there that this farmer is cheating me. He is giving me less butter every day. The farmer, he was called by the village head and he was asked to explain. The farmer said, "Sir, I am a primitive man. I do not understand much of weighing. Long before the baker started taking butter from me, I have been taking a pound loaf of bread from the baker. So every day when he gives me a pound loaf of bread, I put it on the scale and I give him the same amount of butter. So it is not my fault. Whatever he is giving me, I am returning him in the same quantity." So dear children, in life also, whatever we give to others, it comes back to us. If we give or spread goodness, it will come to us. If we spread hatred, negativity, the same will come back to us. Choice is ours. Let's come to today's session. Last time we had started with division of polynomials and you were asked to solve some questions. I hope all of you have done these questions. We will quickly solve them here and you can check whether your answers are correct or not. In the first question, we have got 2 parts and we have to find the quotient. In this question, solution 1, first part, we can write it like this. Now, wherever the base is same, powers will get subtracted. So x will be x raised to the power 5 minus 2 and y will be raised to the power 3 minus 2. So we have got x cube y. Second part can also be done in the same way. Here we have got 2 negative signs. What happens when we have negative in numerator as well as in denominator? It will get cancelled and our answer will be positive. So we have to just see 28 divided by y raised to the power 7 divided by y cube, z square divided by z square. So it will come 7. I am not going to write term z because it is z raised to the power 0, which is 1. Or you can simply cancel also here. In question number 2, we have to divide px by gx. In this question, what has to be noticed is that is the given polynomial in decreasing order of its degree or not. So we need to write it as 3x square plus x minus 1. If we don't write it like this, our solution will not be correct. Same way, gx needs to be written as x plus 1 in decreasing order of the degree of various terms. So once we have written it in this way, then division can be started and we will use a long division method. So for solution 2, we have 3x square plus x minus 1. It needs to be divided by x plus 1. You have to only see the first terms. First term of divisor and first term of dividend. Here it is x and here it is 3x square. So by what should you multiply x so that you get 3x square? So 1, clearly we get 3 here. By what should you multiply x so that you get x square? So it will be 3x will be the first term of the quotient. Now multiply x plus 1 by 3x. By now you should be able to do it orally. 3x multiplied by x is 3x square. Plus sign will come here because here also we have plus and 3x also has got plus before it. So what is 1 multiplied by 3x? Is 3x. Next step is change the signs. When we change the signs, so first term will get cancelled. We are left with x minus 3x. X minus 3x is minus 2x and we will copy minus 1 from here. Now we have to again see the first terms. Here it is x and here it is minus 2x. So by what should we multiply x so that we get minus 2x? So we have to multiply it by minus 2. So minus 2 multiplied by x gives us minus 2x. 1 is plus, other is minus. So plus minus minus. And what do you get when 2 is multiplied by 1? We get 2. Next step is change the signs. When we change the signs, first term will get cancelled. And what are we left with? Minus 1 plus 2 or 2 minus 1. What is 2 minus 1? 2 minus 1 is 1. So if you look at the question, we had to just divide these two. So we have divided. Our remainder is 1. Quotient is 3x minus 2. Let us look at question number 3. In question number 3, we have to find the remainder when px is divided by gx. So px is x cube plus 1 and gx is x plus 1. They are already in decreasing order of their degrees. So let's start with this. Solution 3. We have x cube plus 1 divided by x plus 1. By what should x be multiplied so that we get x cube? If x is multiplied with x square, we will get x cube. So multiply it. X square into x is x cube. X square multiplied by 1 is x square. But what will be the sign in between? Both have got plus sign. So it will be plus here. 1 multiplied by x square is x square. Now change the signs. We have to see the changed sign. X cube minus x cube gets cancelled. We have 1 minus x square. Should we write it as 1 minus x square or minus x square plus 1? Yes, we have to write it as minus x square plus 1. The highest degree will come first. Now here it is plus x and here it is minus x square. So a minus sign will come. Now by what should you multiply x so that you get x square? We multiply it by x. Now by minus x we have to multiply each of these terms. Minus x multiplied by x minus x square. Minus x multiplied by plus 1 is minus x. Next step is change the signs. When we change the signs, first term gets cancelled. We are left with plus 1 plus x. Should we write it 1 plus x or x plus 1? We need to write it x plus 1. Here also we have x plus 1 as divisor. So we will just put plus 1 here and we get x plus 1. Change the signs. When you change the signs, it gets cancelled. We are just left with 0 here. In the question it was asked, find the remainder. So remainder is 0. And our quotient is x square minus x plus 1. In question number 4, we have to write the quotient and remainder when x square minus x plus 1 is divided by x minus 1. So we write down the dividend. Dividend is x square minus x plus 1 and this needs to be divided by x minus 1. Same method. By what should we multiply x so that we get x square? So by now it should be clear. We need to multiply by x. So multiply each term by x. X multiplied by x is x square. Here we have minus sign and with x we have plus sign. So minus into plus is minus. 1 multiplied by x is x. Change the signs. We change the signs. What happens? X square gets cancelled with x square. And here just see what happens. Minus x plus x. Minus x plus x will also get cancelled. But we have to copy this 1. Now can we divide this 1? No, we cannot do it. So this will be our remainder. If you have any doubt, you can cross-check your answer. How do we cross-check the answer? If you remember, divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. Divisor is x minus 1, quotient is x and remainder is 1. Open the bracket, x square minus x plus 1. Is it coming same as your dividend? Yes, so hence our solution is correct. Now let us look at the last part. Divide x raised to the power 4 plus x cube minus x square plus x plus 1 by x minus 1. Let's do the division. It is x raised to the power 4 plus x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1 and we have to divide it by x minus 1. So by what should x be multiplied so that we get x raised to power 4? It will be x cube. So multiply by x cube, both the terms. X multiplied by x cube will give us x raised to power 4. Minus 1 multiplied by x cube gives us minus x cube. Next step, change the signs. When we change the signs, x raised to power 4 term will get cancelled and we have x cube plus x cube, which will give us 2x cube. Copy the next term. Now here we have x and here we have 2x cube. So what will come here? 2x square. Multiply 2x square by x, we get 2x cube. Minus sign in between. Multiply 2x square by 1, we get 2x square. Change the signs. If we change the signs, 2x cube minus 2x cube gets cancelled. What about minus 2x square plus 2x square? This also gets cancelled. Now what do we have to do? We have to copy x below. Only x will not go. We'll need to copy the other term also. So plus 1 will also be copied here. Here we have x and here also we have x. So that means we will put plus 1 here in the quotient. So x minus 1 multiplied by 1 will give us x minus 1. Change the signs. When we change the signs, x and x term gets cancelled. We are left with 1 plus 1 and 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2. So this is our remainder and this whole term is our quotient. You can check also using the formula divisor into quotient plus remainder should give you dividend. Today we are going to do one very interesting theorem which is called remainder. Let Px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and let A be any real number. If Px is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is Px. Let's take one of the questions that we have solved. Let me take question number 4. Question number 4 was x square minus x plus 1. This is my Px. To understand remainder theorem, we will take question number 4. Our Px is x square minus x plus 1. And this was divided by x minus 1. You can have a relook at the question. Our divisor is x minus 1. Now how do we find the remainder? Whatever your divisor is, equate that equal to 0. So what is the value of x coming? Value of x is 1. Now in your given polynomial, put x as 1. So what do we get? 1 minus 1 plus 1. It is 2 minus 1. It is 1. So from remainder theorem, we get minus 1. The remainder is 1. Now what was our answer when we solved this question? You see here our remainder was 1. So suppose sometimes you are only asked to find the remainder. You can use remainder theorem instead of doing the long division method. It's quite simple. The same method for finding the remainder. So this is our polynomial and it is always better to write our polynomial in decreasing order of its degree. Though it does not make a difference here in remainder theorem, but that should be the standard rule that you need to follow. In first part, we are dividing our polynomial by x plus 1. So as I said, equate it equal to 0. What will be x equal to? Minus 1. Put the value of x as minus 1. And solve it. So minus 1 cube will be minus 1. What is minus 1 square? It will become plus 1. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So solve it. It is. So what do we get? We get 0. You can divide it by long division method also and check your answer. Same way, put x minus 1 by 2 equal to 0. So what will be the value of x coming? 1 by 2. And our polynomial remains the same. So put the value Make sure that you do not skip any step, because whenever we tend to skip a step, the chances of error are there. What is 1 upon 2 whole cube? It is 1 upon 8. What is 1 upon 2 whole square? It will be 1 by 4. So solve it. 1 upon 8 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 2 plus 1. You need to take the LCM. 8 is our LCM, so it will be 1. Is it so? Add all the terms. So it is 27 by 8. So this is what is your remainder when you divide the given polynomial by x minus 1 by 2. On the same pattern, do this particular question. Here you have been given px is equal to x cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. And we have to divide it by x minus a. So what do? We put x minus a equal to 0. What will be x equal to? X will be equal to a. Now, instead of x, we put a in the given polynomial. So this will be a cube minus a into a square plus 6 into a minus a. Let's simplify it. What will it become? What is a into a square? A into a square is a cube. A cube and a cube gets cancelled. All that we are left with is 5a. You can use long division method to solve this question and cross check it also. Let me do it here in the corner. X cube minus ax square plus 6x minus a. It is divided by x minus a. So we have to do it by x square. Let's see. You need to solve it along with me. X square multiplied by x is x cube minus it will be ax square. Change the signs. When we change the signs, this gets cancelled. Ax square minus ax square will be 0. So what do we have to do? We will copy 6x and we will also copy minus a. Now here it is x and here it is 6x. So that means it will be plus 6 will come here. So we multiply each term of the divisor by 6. We get 6x minus 6a. Change the signs. 6x minus 6x is 0. And what is minus a plus 6a? Or let me put it, what is 6a minus a? 6a minus a is 5a. So is our remainder same? Yes, it is. So remainder theorem is the shortcut to finding the remainder when a polynomial is divided. Now, let us look at the next question. In this question, we have to check whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of 3x cube plus 7x. Till now, we had studied remainder theorem and we were dividing a polynomial and finding its remainder. Now just think, when does a number become a factor? If I ask you, is 3 a factor of 33? So what will you do? You will divide 33 by 3. What do we get? we get remainder 0. Is 3 a factor of 33? Yes, it is. Had it been 35 divided by 3, and the question is 3 a factor of 35? Is it a factor of 35? No, 3 is not a factor of 35. Why? Because when we divide 35 by 3, the remainder is 2. So we have to get the remainder 0. Only then the given number will be a factor. So we will apply the same concept in solving this particular question. Let me first erase the example that I had given you. So we will note down the given polynomial. Our given polynomial is Px is equal to 3x cube plus 7x. And we are given 7 plus 3x. So we'll equate it to 0. So what is 3x equal to? 3x is equal to minus 7. And what will be x equal to? Minus 7 by 3. So put the value of x as minus 7 by 3 in the given polynomial. So let us put it minus 7 by 3 whole cube plus 7 into minus 7 by 3. What is minus 7 whole cube? First of all, minus sign is there and we do a cube of it. So answer will be in negative. And what is 7 cube? 7 cube is 343. And 3 cube is 27. And here we have one positive and one negative sign. When they are multiplied, we'll get minus. So it will become 49 by 3. Just solve it. I can cancel it. So I'm left with 343 divided by 9 minus 49 divided by 3. Take the LCM and simplify it. 9 is the LCM. So 343. 3 3s are 9 and 3 multiplied by 49. What will we get? 147. Add them. 7 plus 3 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9 and 3 plus 1 is 4 divided by 9. And we do get the minus sign. So this is our remainder minus 490 divided by 9 when we divide 3x cube plus 7x by 7 plus 3x. If you are not sure, you should always do the division by long division method and see it. Let me do by long division method here. 3x cube plus 7x. It needs to be divided by, should I write it 7 plus 3x or 3x plus 7? It should be 3x plus 7. Quickly do it yourself. Here it will come x square. When x square is multiplied by 3x, we get 3x cube plus 7x square. We change the signs, and when we change the signs, we have 7x minus 7x square. So we will first write down 7x squared down and we will copy 7x also. Now here you see you have 3x and here we need minus 7x square. What will we get? If you have doubts, do it in the corner. This is what we want. By what should we multiply 3x so that we get minus 7x square? So it will be minus 7x square divided by 3x. So we need to multiply each term of the divisor by minus 7x by 3. Now check it. What is the answer when you multiply 3x by minus 7x by 3? 3 and 3 gets cancelled. You will be left with minus 7x square. Same way, multiply 7 by minus 7x by 3. We get minus 49 by 3x. Next step, we have to change the sign. Don't worry if you get a fraction in between. Just remember the steps. 7x square minus 7x square gets cancelled. And now we are left with 7x plus 49 by 3x. Now solve it separately. What will you get? 7x plus 49 by 3x. Or 49x by 3. Take the LCM and see what will your answer be. It will be 70x by 3. So you get 70x by 3. Now we cannot leave the remainder. Our remainder cannot have a variable. Remainder should have constant only. So here you see we have got 3x and here we have got 70x by 3. Think by what should we multiply 3x plus 7 so that our answer is 70x by 3? Yes, just think a bit. Use the same method as we had done earlier. It will be, first of all, a plus sign will come. What do you say? If I write 70 by 9, what is 3x multiplied by 70 by 9? It is 70x by 3. Have I got this? Yes. So, 70x by 3 when I multiply 3x by 70 by 9. Now multiply 7 by 70 by 9. We get 490 by 9. So a plus sign in between and 490 by 9. Change the signs. This gets cancelled and we are left with minus 490 by 9. Our remainder is same whether we do by long division method or by remainder theorem. So question was whether 7 plus 3x is a factor. Is it a factor? No, it is not a factor. Why? Because the remainder is not 0. So what have we done today? We have done remainder theorem, and in remainder theorem the given polynomial, whether it is arranged in descending order of its degree, it does not make a difference. By whatever expression you have to divide it with, equate that equal to 0. Whatever is the value of x coming, put that value of x in the given polynomial, which we normally represent by px. And the value of the polynomial that we get by putting the value of x gives us the remainder. So dear children, that's all for today. Thank you so much. Om Shri Sai Ram.